Hello everyone, hope everyone's having a great day today. Today is going to be part 2 of the weapon skills and talking about those weapons. So I hope everyone is ready and let's get on with the video. So first of all, I just want to say I hope everyone's having some great holidays. I hope everyone's having a blessed holiday. And the first weapon and first skill tree we're going to talk about is going to be the club. The club is interesting. It has a unique kind of like a swing that can hit like multiple enemies. Excuse me. So sorry about that. So it's definitely, um, it's, like I said, it's unique. Is it the best weapon? Whoops. No. Is it a bad weapon? No, I don't think so either. Because for this skill tree, you do learn some pretty good ones, especially if you want to be like, the game does have multiplayer, so this tree is more of a healer type role. It allows you to pretty much learn healing skills, like you can get healing circle. This opens up the EX3 healing skills, which is very useful and very good for becoming a healer. Uh, it's got things like Hollow Mist creates an that instantly recovers HP. Healing warmth creates an HP recovery that with no SP, but you know it's technically like a free heal, which is definitely unique. Many of its weapon skills have like a what's the best way? Like a healing property. Like this one does 80 HP regen plus 80%. This one has defense plus 10%. This one increases the Argo, but you get super armor. This one allows you to stun. Like this one is very like this class has more of a like stun capability type. Like see, I just used that and it stunned the enemy, which is helpful. Like you can never have enough stun capabilities, especially if you're fighting enemies. Um, but yes, the club is like I said, it very unique. It has some interesting abilities you can use for other ones, like SP regen is useful when I get it. SP regen plus 600. Increase maximum SP. The other two, it's okay, but I mean, gonna be like an attacker. I don't see it being, but again, for my last video, as I said, any of these red ones you can use. However, if you use like a EX tree one, like healer, you can't use these. These are not part of the normal skills you can use, but still, it's a pretty interesting uh, class. You know, if you want to do like the stun and then have either your friends or the computer do all the damage and you just be the healer, which is not a bad thing, especially if you can't trust your computer. But the AI on here is not too shabby. So the next one, the katana. Now this one I have been leveling up a little bit here lately, and I'm gonna say it's it's pretty good. Like the damage on it. Plus, I also like look at that. That's just so cool. You can definitely that's anime weeboo type style because that's like I'm ready. But yeah, the katana is very fast. It has very good damage capabilities. Like look at that. That's literally like what 9,000. That one's 7,000. And not only that, if you see like the gold numbers when you see the enemy attack, that's critical. So it has a lot of critical capabilities. It's fast, it's strong. I can even say I can put it up there with the dual wield capabilities because I've been playing with this. Like, look at that. That's just so cool. The animations on this is just wild. Like, it's crazy. And like I said before, like, see, I have the one from the sword one on here, and it's just mad crazy, like mad damage. So, the skills on it, you have bleed on it, a lot of bleeding, I should say. This weapon is to do, what's the word I'm looking for, or the MMO term? Damage over time, or DOT for short. Um, but yeah, this weapon is awesome. It's got some pretty decent weapon skills you can use. Combo Freak, Quick Evade is pretty good, especially if you're like in trouble. The Mastery literally like destroys the enemy's garden by 20% and then more bleed. So I mean, it's like you're gonna be causing a lot of DOT, which is, if you want to kill a lot of the bigger enemies, from my understanding in the game, you're gonna want that. So this is a contender for the dual wield output damage, especially if you can get a good setup going. You also have things like, if you go down in this direction, you can have Brave Soul and Regeneration, which is pretty damn good. Like, I've used it a couple of times. You restore health for 30 seconds, and it heals you fast. But yeah, that's definitely a good contender right here, especially if you like. Well, in order, I guess the best way to say it would be a weeboo. You know, hey, I'm a katana user, but the damage is good. The the animations are beautiful, and I think overall it's a very good weapon choice, especially if you want to use a katana. It's just saying we can't do like dual wield like Zoro from One Piece. You know, do a little two wheel katanas, but you know, hey, can't have it all. Can't have it all. Alright, so the next weapon we're gonna talk about, and it should be the two-hand, I believe. Oh, there. Oh, yep, two-hand. So, the two-hand. In my opinion, the two-hand is okay. It it does the damage. Like, that's what a two-hand is supposed to be, just damage. But there is a couple of things I don't like about it. It's basically a hard-hitting sword, one-handed sword. But if you do the dual wield, you'll do equal or more damage to an enemy, just like the two-hand. The only good thing about, I've looked at it, it's mostly got a lot of super armor. Basically, you can't be stopped. Like, if you look at all the moves, super armor, super armor, super armor. They can't stop you. They can't, what's the best way to say it? No matter what you do, they can't stop your attack. So basically, your attack's going to hit. So it's not a bad thing. One of the abilities is War Cry, which is good for attack and also grants HP regen, which is crazy good. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. We can see something new together. Haha. 30% plus 100% HP regen? You gotta be crazy. What the hell? Excuse my language. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. So, got me a new toy to play with for later on. But yeah, this is strictly a damage, like. So, definitely, if you want to be a damage dealer, go for the two-hand sword. I see potential, and I see it being fun, so definitely go for it. It don't have an EX skill type way, so unfortunately, you know, it's just there, but you know, it's definitely worth at least trying at least. And the swords have been pretty cool so far, so definitely give it a shot. Alright, the next one we're going to talk about is the two-hand axe. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the two-hand axe. Now, just hear me out. Honestly, I think of it as just a two-hand sword. I think it has more AoE capabilities. than the great sword, but I think it has more damage output as well. But it doesn't have a lot of combos. Like, see, that's it. Like 3 swings, 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about 5 little swings, and that's it, which is not bad. Its capabilities are pretty unique. It has a lot of straight percentage. So when you're the best thing I can say is basically your skills are going to be what give you your damage. Like, let's do one real quick. And I missed. I stink at this game. Alright, Summon Attack. 25,000 just from one hit. Like, and I think I'm missing a lot. Is there something I'm missing about Smash? Single arm. I guess, like I said, I don't know why. I'm just not a fan. I just like, but if it hits though, it's crazy damage. Like, look at that, 47,000 just from one hit. So your weapon skills of this tree is going to be what's going to give you your damage. There's a lot of weapon skills in this. You have Whirlwind, you have Grand Destroyer, which is like, it has heavy attack, super armor, guard break, parry break. Like, it's gonna hit that attack. Ultimate Breaker, a 4-hit combo with 170% strength. Literally, you're doing plus 10 crit for 60 seconds. Like, Jesus. Like, you'll be hitting like a truck. Like, no tomorrow. And then you have, like, some abilities. You have Fast Step, which increases stack, which is good. This is the EX skill you get. You have things like Trainee, which is helpful for training AIs if you need to. This has definitely a lot of like debuffs and buffs. Like, it grants 300 SP, that ain't bad. Defensive Circle, Origin Strike, Screw, that ain't bad. But yeah, this is like, look at this, attack plus 200%. What the heck? Excuse my language for saying this, but what the hell? That's just crazy. But yeah, I see this as more as a, what's the best way to say it? As a very high damage dealing class. So definitely worth the time if you want to put into it. Like I said, it is slow and there's nothing like too crazy fancy about it, but its skills is what's going to give you that damage. Like 31,000, Jesus. So yeah, definitely I actually might put some skill into it. I mean, I only played for a little bit, but after seeing that, I might just put some more into it. So definitely worth a try. The final one is one I have yet to actually get. Let's see, do I have one? No, unfortunately. So I do apologize about that. The last one is the spear. I've played with the beginner one. The most thing I can say is it's kind of like the rapier. It's fast and it can do damage. But the most thing I'll say about, what's the best way to say it? You want to do your combos for the spear, because the spear is like literally a combo maker. Like, you can rack up combos very quickly with that. And then also I think it has piercing damage, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Combo track. No. Well, yeah, you got Revolving Arch, which is good. Sonic Charge. See, a lot of it's more like getting through enemy and it's fast. So, like, strength 50%, 50%, agility 50%, dex 50%, 5% attack, critical, like, it's a overall pretty much, what's the best way? It's a balanced weapon. Very quick, very fast. and it's pretty neat. Don't really hate none of the weapons on here. They all unique. I guess the only one I would just use just for the skill points would be the one-hand club, because I would only like get the I wish I can use some of the healers for some of the classes, but you know, maybe just use it so I can have backup healing, because you can, for instance, if you, which is kind of cool and crazy, like say for instance I'm fighting all these enemies right here. Alright, and then if you're quick enough, you can go here, 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 boom, I'm switched. And you can switch to another class, so it's very, I mean, the weapon switching is very useful, like very quick, very fluent, so you just gotta be quick depending on what you're fighting, because you know, you may want to use the healer skill, you know, in case of an emergency, or if you don't feel confident in yourself, or if you know, I mean, don't be afraid that you're not confident. That's what you're supposed to do, is make sure you got plans, backups, or anything. But yeah, that's pretty much most of all the weapon skills and stuff. There might be some hidden ones. I'm not trying to like cheat my way into it and look into it like that. You know, I'm just trying to have fun with the game. The game is very fun, it's a lot of grinding, I'm going to tell you that now, but it's very fun, you know, something. I wouldn't mind trying to do multiplayer if people get on it, but I know this is an older game, so there may not be people who either don't know it, or you know, hey, I just gotta catch them at a certain time, which, hey, it is the holidays, who knows, but that's pretty much gonna be it for this video for part 2. My next video, I'll probably maybe just do a small playthrough of where I'm at, just to show you what I do, and maybe a little bit of the gameplay. But other than that, I hope y'all enjoy y'all's December. I hope y'all have happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.